Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on this show to talk about some NFL news. I didn't do any yesterday, as I was focusing on with the college basketball, 3 college basketball games, and an NBA game, and then 2 NBA news. So, we'll do NFL here. So, the average ticket price for the Bucks-Lions game, the $1,186 is the average ticket price for the Buccaneers versus Lions game this Sunday at Ford Field. This is the highest priced divisional game in #NFL history. Would you pay this man to see your team in the playoffs? I don't know. It's a lot of money, $1,186. I'll just be sitting in my chair watching this football game here. I don't think I would pay that. It should be a good game. It's just I wouldn't pay that much to see my team play. $1,000? No way. So, you know where Steelers Mike Tomlin walked out of the press conference when asked about the future of his team? Well, #Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin went on why he walked off post-game when asked about his contract status. I just don't believe that's the appropriate venue to talk about things of that nature. I mean, he's right. Kinda right, kinda not. So I don't think it's time to ask about all the future of the team. He could have just said that instead of walking off, because that came as unprofessional. He could have just said that. So yeah, that's why he walked off. So Kenny Pickett got injured this season. Mason Rudolph looked really good in the season and in that playoff game. Besides the 2 turnovers, or the one interception, excuse me. So Steelers Mike Tomlin also said Kenny Pickett will return as a QB1, but will definitely have competition. Man, that's crazy. I want to see Kenny Pickett succeed. I don't like the Steelers, but I want to see Kenny Pickett succeed. I just don't know if they will. I just think he's a QB1. Kenny Pickett has a noodle arm. Literally definition of mid-quarterback. They should just draft a player like Bo Nix or Michael Penix. They'll immediately be a QB1 coming in there. Trying to find some more news. So, Eagles defensive tackle Fletcher Cox, he was asked about the future of head coach Nick Sirianni. He said, "Come on, man, there ain't no fucking discussion. You a clown, bro. Get out of my face, bro." End quote. If only the people of Philadelphia respected him like this, like the players do. But it's rare you had the players and the fans respect the head coach the same way. Sirianni is a clown, actually. He's just the most punchable face in the NFL. He's just not a good head coach. Simple as that. Yeah, it's a fair question, but he's just not a good head coach. Simple as that. So Mike McCarthy, Cowboys head coach, I'm working without exception. I'm very confident in the direction, and I like where we are moving forward. I'm very confident where I am. And what's he supposed to be? What's he supposed to be? Unconfident? I guess he deserves to at least play out his contract, but I don't know. And to the fan base, he said this to the fan base: "We've established a championship program. It's just not a world championship yet. I know how to win, and we will get over that threshold." McCarthy said the fans should be frustrated. Just a reminder that no head coach has won a Super Bowl for 2 separate franchises, so I don't know if he'll do it here. It's gonna be the same old year, whatever the hell he's talking about, whatever this means. Oh, we've established a championship program, but there's no world championship yet. Mike McCarthy, you're just not a good head coach, not a good big game head coach. So, we had some breaking news today. Bill Belichick will have a second interview with the #Falcons this weekend, per at Rap Sheet. So, things are starting to heat up with Bill Belichick, Atlanta. Things are starting to hit. They had one interview, now they're going to have a second interview this weekend, per Rap Sheet. And this is huge, because this could be the determining factor if he signs with Atlanta. It's his second interview. So, per your report, hashtag Cowboys expect Dan Quinn to return as the team's defensive coordinator if he is not hired as a head coach elsewhere, per Word at ESPN. I hope Dan Quinn does get hired as a head coach somewhere else because his defensive system got exposed in the playoffs. There was one clip I saw where really nobody was up in the defensive line. Literally, I could run through the hole right there. Safety playing linebacker. Like, Dan Quinn, don't bring him back. Don't run it back, please. Hopefully this is wrong and he gets hired somewhere else. Update. Hashtag Ravens are signing running back Dalvin Cook and he's expected to make his debut in Saturday's playoff game versus the hashtag Texans. Well, should be ready to go. Fresh Dalvin Cook for the playoffs. Yeah, we'll see if he's actually any good. I mean, that Ravens off the line's pretty good, so he should play well. So the NFL's announced these pregame performances for the Super Bowl this year. The national anthem, Reba, America the Beautiful, Post Malone, and Life, Every Voice and Sing, and Andra Day music. Oh yeah, that's, I guess, pregame performances. So Bears cornerback Jalen Johnson gave his opinion. Basically his take on what the Bears should do to keep this offseason. I don't think he had the ability to be fully developed yet. The problem is you have to pay him soon, and I don't think Caleb Williams is that talented. I think he's probably the most overrated prospect of all time. So you keep Justin Fields, in my opinion. We've been getting spoiled by the QB rookies as of late, making an immediate impact, such as, say, C.J. Stroud. Before, it took a year or so to groom the QB before he even started. Fields has a high ceiling. He showed glimpses of it in the second half of the year. I mean, you build more around Justin Fields. That's my opinion. But if you didn't watch my Cowboys video with them saying they're not going to fire head coach Mike McCarthy and bring him back next year, go watch that. But yeah, there was the breaking news last night. Cowboys will not be firing head coach Mike McCarthy. I already talked about Jerry Jones. Get your ego out of your head. So yeah, Cowboys will not be firing head coach Mike McCarthy. This was part of Adam Schefter. And I'm not really touching on it anymore because I talked about it in the video last night. Done a separate video on that. So Patriots head coach Gerard Mayo speaks on their number 3 overall pick in the 2024 NFL draft, and quote, "We're going to draft the best player for a position that's very important. You put the pieces together." I think he's talking about quarterback. So basically they're taking a quarterback, whoever's on the board. I think Jerome Mayo could be a good head coach for them. Because, former players, like either former players or like younger coaches are really the formula now in the NFL. So here's your NFL 2023 Super Wildcard ratings. Saturday, Browns Texans had 29 million. Dolphins Chiefs on Peacock had 23 million. Packers Cowboys had 40 million. Rams Lions 38 million. Steelers Bills on CBS had 31 million, and Eagles Bucks on ESPN/ABC had 28.6 million, which is kind of crazy. Big numbers. The NFL's freaking king. That's kind of crazy. 23 million for Peacock. So an update. Hashtag Steelers have signed former Jets second-round pick wide receiver Denzel Mims to a reserve/future contract. He deserves a chance. Hopefully he gets in there in Pittsburgh. Update. The hashtag Ravens have waived veteran running back Melvin Gordon. And they waived Melvin Gordon and got back at Dalvin Cook. So, FS1's Colin Cowherd claims that Aaron Rodgers' IQ isn't high regarding football. Forget about his vaccine and political opinions. Aaron's football IQ isn't very high. ... End quote. Same guy that said C.J. Stroud would be a bust. Remember when he said C.J. Stroud would be a bust, and he rode the Sam Darnold train the longest? Fidel face. But Colin Cowherd, that dude needs help. He just be talking. So back in December, Colts owner Jim Irsay was found laying in his bed unresponsive and gasping for air during a suspected overdose in December, according to police. Carmel Police Department documents obtained by TMZ show calls were dispatched to Irsay's Carmel residence on December 8th at around 4:30 a.m. after someone said they had found the Indianapolis Colts owner unconscious on a bathroom floor with a blue skin tone. I'm glad he's okay, but that's crazy. And the Colts released a statement after owner Jim Irsay reportedly suffered suspected overdose, saying he's still recovering from respiratory illness. Via TMZ, we have no further comment on his personal health, and we continue to ask that Jim and his family's privacy be respected. So, luckily he was okay after the suspected overdose back in December. I'm just glad he's okay. And respiratory issues aren't a joke, man. Just crazy, just crazy that was just now coming out. So Baker Mayfield hints that hashtag Lions aren't watching enough film of the Bucks to have their playoff game. While talking about Lions, C.J. Garner Johnson's comments, Baker, I don't think he's really much film because he mentioned Russell Gage. You know, we love Russell, but he hasn't played a snap this year for us. He must be off the preseason stuff the media was talking about, but he didn't play our first game, so I'm excited to see him. I think he's a good player, just needs to do a little more film study. He kind of started the shit, saying that. So hopefully we'll see if Baker Mayfield can cook those Detroit Lions there. The Ravens have signed former Vikings first-round pick Laquan Treadwell to the practice squad. The Browns have fired offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt, tight ends coach T.C. McCartney, and running backs coach Stump Mitchell prior to Josiah Anderson. And the Browns are cleaning house. I don't know if the Browns are kind of dumb. No cap. Per your report, Eagles are not expected to be interested in hiring Bill Belichick if they would fire Nick Sirianni. Says that Howard Eskin. I can tell you for a fact, Jeff Lurie's not a fan of Belichick. I can tell you that. I know that. I'm positive that the owner is not a big fan. He's not a big fan. He's not the guy. Yeah, I'm sure the radio host calling him Belichick is a reliable source. It seems more like a whiny guy more than a report. The Bills have released running back Leonard Fournette from the practice squad. Didn't get a chance to play. Hope all's well. Rumors the Vikings are a potential destination for Broncos quarterback Russell Wilson. Per at J. Fowler ESPN. Don't be surprised if Russell Wilson is intrigued by Minnesota. Assuming Kirk doesn't re-sign with the Vikings, a big if. I think Kirk re-signs there, and I think they'll take a QB option away. Texans offensive coordinator Bobby Sloak has been requested by the Seahawks to interview for their head coaching job. Per at Tom Pelissero. He's earned the opportunity. Great work with Stroud this year, and I think he's earned the opportunity. So here's, I'm not going to go over the referee assignments. Who cares? So, former hashtag Titans coach Mike Vrabel was in LA today to interview for the hashtag Chargers head coaching job, per sources. It's the first time interview for Vrabel, 48, who is 54 and 45 with 3 playoff trips and 6 seasons with Tennessee. This could be a good hire for the Chargers. I think it's down to Vrabel and Harbaugh. The hashtag Lions have activated pass rusher James Houston from injured reserve and waived linebacker Julian Okwara. So the hashtag Panthers interviewed hashtag Bengals offensive coordinator Brian Callahan for their head coaching job today. One of 3 interviews on the docket for Carolina. So one of 3 interviews there. The hashtag Falcons have interviewed Eagles offensive coordinator Brian Johnson for their vacant head coaching job, source said. He's also on the list for the hashtag Titans. Brian Johnson? Okay. Yeah, great. The hashtag Chargers interviewed Colts assistant GM Ed Dodds for their GM position today. He's also in the mix with the hashtag Raiders and hashtag Chargers. So the hashtag Saints request permission to interview hashtag Seahawks offensive coordinator Shane Waldron for their vacant offensive coordinator job. Sources say that's 3 candidates thus far. Oh yeah, Dennis Allen and Shane Waldron. Jesus. Ravens time marking injuries as he nears the return to the playoffs after a significant ankle injury, was full participant practice yesterday. Some key updates for the Bucks-Lions game. Baker Mayfield with ankle ribs was a full participant practice, as was Sam Laporta with a knee, so both those players will most likely play. The Texans signed Demir Bird to the practice squad. Kyron Williams had surgery to repair a bone in his hand after an injury, so yeah, that's really all the NFL news here. Talk about some next month. Peace.